Let's open with a sitting meditation, please. We find a comfortable yet alert position and feel our body. And become aware of each in and out breath. Thoughts of the past day and what's to come and go. We let them go and come back to the breath. Just sitting, opening our hearts and minds for what we may hear and do this evening. Welcome to week number 5. Very good. How's everyone doing? Anything you'd like to talk about? How's your practice? They're all kind of, well.
Yes. Well, I did the one where you just let something come in, whether it's good or bad. Well, I let the good come in, but the bad wanted to come in, like I love the ocean, and usually during the winter we've been going down to Gulf Shores, Alabama for a bit, and so we're always walking on the beach and doing all that kind of stuff. But also going on right now, they're cutting down ash trees in my backyard. And it is a disaster, and so that kept wanting to sneak in while I was trying to be on the good side. But it pretty much worked because I could actually hear the ocean and some of the smells and things that come along with it. So I think I did pretty good, but
Very good. Sometimes it's helpful to keep in mind that there's nothing's really good or really bad, they just are.
So I got a happening this week. I'm on I don't know, cusp of going somewhere with my one daughter, and so I was letting the bad come in, right? Superseding. Why isn't she calling me back when I asked her to call me back on the weekend? The weekend came and went, one of those. And this is not the first time this happened, so it always really it's me. Okay, because I'm thinking, anytime is a good time, right? Just, and it was just a little simple question that I had texted. And so I battled with that,
Did you name what your emotion was?
Well, I went, there are quite a few, all on the negative side.
Good.
So I, and we, Tuesday came and we had a fine time and such, it was just that. And I don't know if that's control or not, so I was am I trying to, am I so bothered by it because am I controlled that I can't wait and wait and wait? But the waiting came beyond the weekend, and stuff. So I battled with mine. So, and yet it's a small piece, so of life. you know, and it all turned out, but, such little, those negatives can just.
That's a big
Get
step, just being aware of what's unpleasant and what's pleasant.
Yeah, and to try to get it gone.
Mhm.
I had something kind of similar. I realized my emotion was worry. My grandson was sick, just an ear infection, but I was really worried and I realized that I couldn't do anything about it.
One of my teachers or friends said something wise this week. He said, you know, anytime we can sit for a period, it doesn't matter, whatever our mind is doing, if we just sit during that time, that's meditation. And that's good to know. We don't have to notice it's any particular experience. If we just sit with it, that's meditation. So I thought that was helpful, because my concentration has been very poor. My mind wanders and I have lots of plans, which I love to go on about. I keep coming back to the breath and I just let it go, let it go. I just realize right now I'm got a lot on my mind. Lot to sort through, mostly good.
I think the best part about coming here has been the fact that meditation is not just sitting here like this and trying to totally clear your mind. It's so much more than that.
When you can do your formal practice and leave from there saying, I'm going to try to be mindful during the day, be aware of what's going on. And every once in a while I say, oh, pay attention, pay attention.
And I'm, it's kind of goes with the chapter that we just read, but I am thankful for everybody here because it has given me just a comfort, you know, just to be able to talk, so.
That's right,
Mhm.
good.
Good.
I talked to someone today and I said, very comfortable coming here because we all have things on our mind and life is good, but I see so much of the negative and I gotta just focus on the positive.
Okay. Mhm. Well, tonight we're going to do something a little bit different. It's about loving kindness. Which seems different because instead of just paying attention, like to our breath, or to sensations in our body, or to the thoughts and emotions that are going through the mind, we're intentionally bringing up certain phrases or intention to be kind. So it seems a little bit different, and to me, for a long time, it seemed kind of hokey. Why should I be saying these phrases? I mean, Shannon at the grocery store is not gonna know I'm saying this for her, right? What's the point?
Yeah.
But over time, this is like, Sharon said the same thing. Her teacher said, do it, so she did it, and she gradually learned that it is meaningful, that it is changing us because we're learning to connect and be caring about other people and ourselves. So it is a mindfulness practice, and it's powerful. In fact, when they studied this at the University of Wisconsin in Madison, they found that this kind of meditation causes the most profound brain changes, especially when they were studying these people in India who would go off in the mountains for a year and come back, and they did this primarily, and they had huge changes. Well, that's a little bit different from what we're doing, but it still is meaningful, and it does change us. And in some small way, it will change other people in the world too, because when we act different, people will notice. I had an experience about something like that this week that was kind of funny, I'll tell you about. So I went to see a therapist last week about my sleep, which is getting much better, and my grief. And therapist, one thing she suggested was that I write a letter to Nora, my wife who died, and Jan, my wife who died. So I started writing letters. I wrote a letter to Jan, and later the same day, I got a friend request on Facebook from Jan. Was she talking to me from the beyond?
Oh my.
Oh my
Saying,
goodness.
yeah, I heard you. Well, it turns out a lot of other people got that too, so it's either she's been hacked or maybe Facebook noticed she's not been on in a while and was trying to get her going again. I don't know. But it was kind of
That's
funny.
almost like a sign though.
Yeah, I think so.
Seal.
Especially
I'll
because
take
you
it that
was
way,
yeah.
yeah, I'll take it that way.
A
So,
very good sign.
yeah, so what we do affects us, but it also does affect other realms, perhaps. And so loving kindness meditation, we say a series of phrases expressing kind intentions toward different people. And we can say it toward dead people too. But traditionally, we'll say it to ourselves, to somebody that we are close to or care about, to somebody who is suffering, who needs help, who is ill or in pain or something, to somebody that we really don't know very well, that we see occasionally, to somebody we don't like, somebody we don't get along with, and finally, to everyone, every being, the world. And you can make up your own phrases, but I'm gonna share with you the ones I use, and I'll give you a handout that has these. Sharon has a really nice little paragraph talking about loving kindness meditation on page 175. I'm going to read to you the takeaway. Loving kindness meditation practice doesn't require pretending to feel things you don't. It's not about forcing yourself to like everyone. It's really an experiment in attention, in being more fully present with ourselves and others, in being willing to step out of the rut of habit and look at ourselves and others in a different way. If we're in the habit of seeing only the negative in ourselves and missing the positive, we can experiment with turning our attention to the goodness within us. If we're in the habit of ignoring the humanity of strangers or people we don't know well, we can experiment with being open and aware, taking an interest, connecting. If we're in the habit of not really listening while conversing, we can experiment with being more fully present with the next person we speak to. If we're in the habit of classifying and dismissing people based on what we think we know about them, we can experiment with listening with fresh ears, giving our full attention. If we're wholehearted, open, interested, we may find that people surprise us. This feeling that we can engender in ourselves of openness, of opening ourselves to the possibilities, is really powerful, I think. So the 4 phrases I use. The first one is, beginning with myself, may I be filled with loving kindness. And I think of this as having several different meanings. Being filled with loving kindness, that means, may I be able to be kind and loving to myself. May I be able to be kind and loving to other people. And may I be able to accept kindness from other people. So that's the first one. May I be filled with loving kindness. The second one is, may I be well. And this basically says, I hope I will take care of myself, okay? In body and in mind. The third one is, may I be peaceful and at ease. And that's about being mindful. May I pay attention to what's going on. And the fourth one is, may I be happy, which has something to do with gratitude, being accepting of what is given today. So I begin by saying it to myself and then through this series of other people. And as I said, I have a handout that goes through these later, but you can make up your own. So if you will, let's try to go through that together, a little guided meditation, all right? We settle, feeling our body and our breath. And after me, say these phrases silently to yourself. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. Now we think of someone, a friend, a benefactor, a teacher, someone that we care about. And we try to picture them in our mind and perhaps say their name silently. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Now we picture in our mind someone we know who is suffering, someone who is ill, someone who's going through a really hard time lately in some way. Say their name silently if we can. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Now we picture someone we don't know, but that we run into occasionally, maybe somebody at the grocery store, at the post office, out in town somewhere. Maybe we don't even know their name. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Now we picture a difficult person, somebody we don't agree with, somebody who we've maybe had a little argument with or irritates us. It might be somebody we don't know, somebody on the news that we don't like. For now, don't pick somebody who's hurt us really bad. That comes later. That's a hard one. Just somebody who's a little annoying. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. Now we try to spread our awareness beyond this room, beyond this community, out into the world, to all people, to all animals, to all plants, to the earth. May all beings be filled with loving kindness. May all beings be well. all beings be peaceful and at ease. May all beings be happy. And just take a moment to notice how we feel after doing this. So before we talk about it, I'm going to give you this handout. Does anybody miss any handouts from last week? No? Good. So this is those 4 phrases that I use, and this is how I remember them because this is a little song. So I'm going to sing it, and then the second time through, if you would want to try to sing it with me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May all be filled with loving kindness. May all be well. May all be peaceful and at ease. May all be happy. Try singing it with me. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. May I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. May you be happy. May all be filled with loving kindness. May all be well. May all be peaceful and at ease. May all be happy. So I'm one of these people who kind of, in my mind, I hum a tune all day long. Do some of you do that? Whatever the last thing you heard sometimes?
Yeah.
Well, I do this in the morning, so this goes through my mind, which is kind of a nice one to have rather than some commercial.
Sure.
So on the back, there's 2 parts. First, look at the lower part, and this has some of these phrases with a kind of expanded meaning from this teacher Susan Mickle. So they're kind of backwards. I think number 1, if you look at the bottom line, may they be safe, you might say, if you expand it, may they be free from danger, protected from harm, okay? The second one, she says, may they be peaceful or happy, which means may they be happy, free of mental torment, peaceful in heart and clear in mind. Third one, may they be healthy, may they be freed of physical affliction, may their bodies be strong and healthy. And number 4, may they live with ease, may they take care of themselves easily, may they tend their lives with gladness. So these are some of these phrases you could use that kind of have the meaning of it. So it sounds kind of like a prayer, but it's a mindfulness exercise. You can use it as a prayer, but not expecting that it's going to have any results. That's part of it. So if you look at above, you can think of this kindness as having 4 different levels or different meanings, which are sometimes called the 4 immeasurable qualities. Loving kindness means wishing well, okay? Not a feeling as an intention. Somebody famous said sometime, love is not a feeling, it's an action, or it's an intention. The second level then would be compassion, in which we're thinking of other people and we're actually feeling what they go through, engaging with the sorrow and pain of others. Compassion. The third one, sympathetic joy, having happiness for the success and well-being of others, which sometimes can be a challenge. As Sharon talks about, we sometimes think there's only so much happiness to go around. So if somebody else is happy, there's not enough for us? Well, is that true? No. So I do this on the golf course. You know, golf is a little competitive. Somebody makes a good shot. I wish they had gone in the sand trap. No, I say, oh, good shot. I think to myself, it doesn't hurt me if they had a good shot. And the fourth one, I think, is the deepest. Equanimity means accepting what is. So that's about saying these phrases and not expecting anything. It's about even-mindedness in all of life. It's about doing what is right, but not necessarily waiting for a thank you from somebody, you know? So those are I think, good qualities to attempt, and they all kind of go along with loving kindness. Any initial impressions of this practice?
I wasn't used to doing the may I.
Right.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that was like,
Yeah.
rather than for someone else, you
Uh-huh.
know? So, I get used to the idea, you know, because we've read about it and talked about it now. But I like the part of the repetition of the, you know, like you said, it's like a prayer, but the repetition so that it stays in my mind, that I can do it many times of the day.
That's right. Yeah.
And it's fun to have a little song, a
Uh-huh.
little melody, even though I might not remember your melody.
Mhm.
If I do this
right.
again, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Good, that's right. It is a very nice informal practice, so if you're waiting in line somewhere and you see somebody, you can just sort of say it to them while you're in your mind while you're waiting there. May you be happy.
Think of that song, Don't Worry, Be Happy.
Right, that's right.
It's over and over in the mind.
We're gonna worry less if we keep expressing happiness. Yeah. When you talk, a lot of us have trouble expressing kindness toward ourselves. When I went to see this therapist, she said, you know, you've been a caregiver, a doctor, caregiver for your wives, and caregivers, are you all mothers?
No.
No?
No.
Well, you have all cared for people.
Yes.
And as she said, as caregivers, we tend to see it from the other person's viewpoint. And that's, I noticed, I was always saying that when somebody asked me about Jan and Nora, I would say I was glad I was there for them, that I helped them in their tough times. But I didn't say how I felt about them leaving me. So that's important to think about ourselves. Will you try it? So my practice is, I do mine early in the morning. First thing I do a little reading, then I do a little yoga to wake up my body and my mind. Then I do my sitting practice. And then I finish it with some loving kindness for like 5 minutes. So it's a nice way for me to start my day.
Were you able to use that routine when your wife was still here?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
Did you have to go in a separate room?
Yes.
Okay,
I have a spot.
okay.
Yes, I have a quiet spot.
Mhm.
And with Jan, earlier on, when she was well, she would see me by the fireplace at my spot, and she'd be walking past, and she'd go.
She was being mindful.
That's right.
Right.
Yeah, so, you know, you've all commented about having a spot, especially from your pets, right? So many
Yes.
people have people talking about that.
Yes, yeah, my pet.
So that's it basically for tonight. In the week ahead, finish the rest of the book, please, up to page 199, which talks about where do we go from here. And we'll talk a little bit about that next time. We've got 3 more weeks. Our primary focus next week is going to be on mindful communication, mindful speaking and mindful listening. I've learned some valuable things about that I think that will be a good practice. In week 7, it'll be about dealing mindfully with physical pain, and week 8 with emotional pain. So powerful things I think we'll continue learning. And as I mentioned, week 8 kind of is a follow-up on last week. It's a little bit more about feeling those unpleasant feelings and how to work with them. So keep up with your practice. Do more. If you can do 20 minutes 5 days a week, that'd be a really good goal. But just try to keep doing it. Have any of you been doing some journaling, writing down your thoughts or feelings? Good. So if you want to share some, that would be nice.
I do the gratitude more,
Okay.
and it's just saying hi to someone at times,
Uh-huh.
helping someone out, just chit-chatting.
Mm-hmm.
Don't know who the person is, but it puts a smile on everyone's face.
Yeah.
So I do, different gratitudes, and I try and do, well, when I'm home all day by myself, I can't do a whole lot, but if I make a phone call,
Mm-hmm. Good. Yes. Very good.
just to do the happiness.
Yeah. I had trouble again this week with doing my picture on Facebook. I don't know why every once in a while I can't do it, but I did do my post finally on Tuesday. If any of you happen to look at that. This week it was about, I think it was about balanced acceptance. Does that sound familiar?
Did you see it?
I haven't been on Facebook for a while.
That's okay.
Sometimes it's depressing.
Well, because sometimes it comes right across in my regular post.
Uh-huh.
I don't even have to go looking.
Oh, yeah,
Right.
but I didn't see it.
No, I didn't see it this week.
Okay.
So I can,
Yeah, I
I'll
didn't
have
do it
to go
until
back
Tuesday.
and look.
I've done a year's worth of them now, so I'm gonna see if I can put them into a little booklet. I'll give you that.
I think maybe this week's whole reading of that chapter we did, I don't know, I kind of get the feeling that has enlightened me more than the rest.
Okay, good.
And maybe it has to do with, like, we're talking, we don't think about ourselves.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I found I was, during the years when I was working and teaching, because I had third graders, little kids, you know, and they really received well wishes, you know, so it's stuff like, this was easy for me for the kids, but now I've been away from it, you know,
Mhm.
and maybe that, you know, so this was like, whoa, it, you know, reminder of getting back to how I used to be with kids, but turn it around. And it did make me feel good.
Yeah.
You know, so I just had to do it again.
Mhm. Repetition.
Yeah.
Well, we'll close with a sitting meditation. Feeling our body, the weight in the chair, the feet on the floor, the position of our hands. Noticing each in breath and each out breath. Where do we feel it? And maybe saying to ourselves silently, in, out. Just sitting, just resting, letting the words settle. Using this opportunity to build momentum for the coming week. Setting an intention to do our meditation, whichever ones are we prefer, and do the loving kindness. To be more aware of moments during the day, and maybe take a few extra breaths just to notice. To notice the people around us. Just take a moment to really look at them and really listen to them. Without judgment, just noticing. To look at ourselves and say, you're okay. Thank you for doing this. Keep up the good work. Say to ourselves, I am a force for good in the world. Thanks for your practice.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I happen to think the Serenity prayer
Yes,
that
Yeah.
yes.
after going through that chant,
Mm-hmm.
something I just kind of associate now together with.
Yeah, and that's about equanimity, about realizing what we can change and what we can't. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
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 Maybe we should just stay here all night.
Pretty comfortable.
If any of you need tickets for the theater, the dinner theater at Gloria Day, I have some. That's coming up,
Yeah, when is that?
the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May.
What are they doing?
It's called Murder is a Game.
Okay,
As usual, it's a 2-act comedy, a mystery.
Are they having dinner as well again?
Yes,
Oh,
should be good.
have to check the calendar.
Yeah.
But,
yeah. Yes, we're
yeah,
done.
oh, yeah, it's really good.
Okay.
We've gone a number of times.
$25, it's a great night out.
And the food is good.
Where is that?
Outside in the Holstein, it's between the Holstein and Kiel, the church.
Oh, the church there.
Yeah.
That's right.
Okay.
So we put up the set in the worship area. In the first act, you go in there, you watch the show, then you go out to the fellowship hall and you sit with a group of people who you may have signed up with. Then you eat there. The cast serves wine during that time. You go back in to watch the second act, and then you come out and we have dessert in the narthex. So it's a nice little evening, a lot of laughs, very healthy.
Yeah.
How many people are involved?
There's about 10 actors.
He's one of them.
I've done it every year. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great fun. And then, of course, there's all the support staff, the kitchen people, and the ticket people, and all that. So it's,
When we were just signing up to come here for this, Brenda said, you make sure you don't keep him too long, he has to be at practice.
that's right.
Yeah, Brenda's in it too,
Brenda's
right?
in it too. Yeah,
Oh, Brenda from
Brenda's
from
at
Cops.
Brenda Cops, she's
Yeah.
usually in it.
yeah.
And when is it?
He said the last weekend in April and the first weekend in May.
Yeah, so I think it's like Friday, April 28th at 7 p.m., Saturday, April 29th at 7 p.m., and Sunday, April 30th at 4 p.m. And then the following weekend, I think it's like May 5th, Friday at 7 p.m. and Saturday at 4 p.m. I don't know if there's a poster here.
I don't know, I
didn't
think I
see
saw
it.
one.
I'll have to bring one.
You would like it.
I would like it.
Yeah, you would.
I know it would.
So my life is full.
Yes.
Yes.
Wanna keep it that way, right?
Yeah. Gotta keep it busy.
Always busy, but never in a hurry.
There you go.
That is good.
That's
That's
good.
good.
Really good.
Picked up the book club book. So I put 3 bags.
Are you gonna look through that?
The book club? Yes, I just finished it.
Wow.
Yes, this is a good book. Yeah.
Good.
Wait, I don't know.
Did she?
Thank you.
Sweet. Thank you very much.
I'm telling you, you were gonna fish, but you know, much, Rebecca.
You are welcome.
Kind of a short one today this week.